Basketball is on the air. Tonight's West Albany game is brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, City and Suburban Electric, Albany Grocery Outlet, Mark Thomas Motors, Courtesy Corner Shell, H&R Block, Willamette Community Bank, Lassen RV, Les Schwab Tires of Albany, Lynn Lanes, Brass Plumbing, Crabtree Automotive, Power Honda, Figaro's, Albany Athletic Club, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Now Builders, Wilson Motors, and by Lynn Benton Tractor. Now get ready for Bulldogs basketball. With all the action, here are Radio Ryan and Wally Ordeman live on 920 KSHO.
Yeah, never is Bill Diamond more accurate than we play here at Woodburn. We lead with Bulldog basketball. It's on here. Bulldog basketball is all over the place tonight. It is the West Albany Bulldogs, the Woodburn Bulldogs tonight here on KSHO. I welcome you to this Friday night broadcast, everybody. Ryan Pitts with Wally Ordeman and Jeff Kiter. Mr. Ordeman, good to have you back in the co-pilot's chair. Jeff did a fine job filling in for you on Wednesday, but there's something that feels very natural about working with the two of you again.
Oh, it's great to be back, and I'm sorry to have missed. I know Jeff did a great job. John Birchfield stepping in Jeff's shoes to keep the book and such. So glad to be back with you. Get the road game here. Hope we can get the Bulldogs back on the right track.
We're going to hope so, because Wednesday night did not go according to plan. Crescent Valley beating West Albany in overtime, 58-55. It was a game that West trailed right out of the chute, 14-0. The Bulldogs recovered in a hurry, had a lead at the half of 25-20. Really seemed perched to take that game over in the third quarter. Got up by 6. But the Raiders continued to claw back and forth it went in the fourth quarter, tied at the end of regulation, and Crescent Valley doing just enough in overtime to escape with a 3-point victory. Of all the losses this year for West Albany, and there have been 6, they're now a 7-6 team, that was the most disappointing. It's the first time this year that West has been beaten by a team outside of the top 10 in their respective power rankings. Crescent Valley was ranked 15th at the time. That ranking improved a little bit with their victory over West. But that was one, I think, in hindsight, and even that night, you would feel West Albany should have had.
Yeah, West Albany has underachieved in some of their games, and some of that can be tied to intensity on the court. And certainly they have to come out and play, even in a league that the Mid-Willamette Conference being down a little bit, perceived as being down a little bit this year. West Albany cannot take any opponent lightly, and I think that's what happened there. Give credit to Crescent Valley and Mike Stair and the job that he does with that group. He coaches the athletes he has, and in a year that they're supposedly down, they came out and took care of West Albany, and it's you have to give them a lot of credit. Very difficult place to play. Depth perception's an issue at Crescent Valley. All sorts of things you could say, but when it comes down to it, West Albany just didn't get the job done. They've got to try and right the ship here. Another back-to-back road games. They've got to right the ship here against the Woodburn Bulldogs.
A team in and of itself trying to right the ship is Woodburn. They are 3-9 on the year, 0-3 in the Mid-Willamette. West Albany's loss to Crescent Valley left them 1-2 in conference play. For Woodburn, it has been somewhat of a precipitous fall after the graduation of Andy Obge. They really struggled last year. They've struggled out of the gate this year at just 3-9. Have lost all 3 of their league games, most recently to Silverton on Wednesday night by 20. Again, we would kind of lead in by saying this is one you figure West Albany would be favored in. It's kind of the same scenario as last Friday, where we said this was one where not only did West need to win, but they needed to win impressively. Something to start building that confidence back, because this team has been sort of enigmatic all season long, and they want to make sure they don't get into a rut and let one loss become 2 or 3.
Yeah, you worry about a funk, and this is not an easy game to play. Even though Woodburn down, they only have 3 victories on the season. But on the road here, Woodburn always has a really good crowd here. And bring on the Friday night. All the ingredients are here. West Albany needs to come out and bring their A game. They need to establish themselves early, impose their will on Woodburn, and make them realize that West Albany has come to play tonight.
When you look at the Woodburn roster, there's not a lot of size. In fact, there were only 4 players listed at 6 foot or taller. Obviously, the Bulldogs of West Albany have the decided height advantage again tonight. It's something that they will enjoy quite often throughout the league season, but they had that advantage on Wednesday night, and something that Jeff and I talked about in the post game, and we talked just a little bit on our ride up here tonight, was that West did not seem to be able to get the ball inside, and whether that was the defensive alignment of Crescent Valley. Unfortunately, I'm not basketball savvy enough to know, just trying to call the action and identify what's going on out there on the floor. But obviously something Crescent Valley was doing was preventing West from really pounding it inside with Jalen Schlegel and Josh Bryant.
Ryan, teams have to pick their poison, and if they're going to try and deny the pass to the inside, then the Bulldogs have to make them pay from the outside to soften that up. And West Albany evidently wasn't able to do that. Crescent Valley, they're a quick team. So when they pack it in against the Bulldog bigs there and West Albany swings it back to the outside, Crescent Valley was quick enough to get back out and close out on shooters. I'm not so sure Woodburn has that capability. We think that they will probably employ the same type of defense here, trying to keep it from getting to keeping the Bulldogs from doing their high-low stuff. So West Albany is going to have to perform from the outside to soften that up, and then that will allow West Albany to get some more inside presence.
West Albany trying to get back even in the Mid-Willamette. Woodburn is trying to get on the board in the Mid-Willamette. Both these teams looking to improve upon a sluggish early season beginning here in conference play. It is Friday. We are in Woodburn. It is the Battle of the Bulldogs. We'll have it for you coming up after this timeout here at 9:20 KSHO.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
Unforgettable 920.
Welcome back to Woodburn High School. Ryan Pitts, Wally Ordeman, and Jeff Kiter from up the I-5 corridor here tonight on a foggy Friday. Nice to be indoors out of the cold here tonight, although this has been a difficult place for West Albany to play over the years. The games between these two have been remarkably close. Last year, West Albany broke that kind of close trend with two blowout wins here at Woodburn, 58-37, at West Albany, 68-48. Prior to that, the two teams had not played a game decided by double digits, and in their previous 10 matchups, they had 4 one-point games, 1 3-point game, and 1 4-point game. I made this point last year before we came here, and it turned into a blowout. But these two teams have played close throughout the years, no matter what talent is on either side. So I don't, maybe expect the same thing tonight.
Well, and you go back to those Andy Obke years here with the stellar player for Woodburn, and West Albany always played him really tough. And even though he'd get his points, everything revolved around him. Once he was gone, then certainly Woodburn had their work cut out for him trying to fill those shoes. And West Albany has had some success, specifically last year. This Woodburn team, they're going to be scrappy in it, and they always take on the personality of their coach, which it is a new coaching staff here at Woodburn, and so maybe not the same identity that we've seen. But this is what we can expect. They are undersized, so we know that they're going to work really hard. We know that they're going to get out in passing lanes. We know that they're going to play really solid defense and try and get out on shooters, and then they're going to try and pack in against the bigs for West. That's it's a recipe that if you have the athleticism to do it, you can make it work. Bulldogs just have they have to make them pay for that assertiveness, and that's by like backdoor plays. Shooting from the outside, all the ingredients that have success against an overly aggressive team. I think that's what we'll see tonight from Woodburn and from West Albany.
This Woodburn team, led by Andy Obke, had a steady ascent in Mid-Willamette Conference play, and overall, in the 2008-2009 season, Woodburn was 13-10, 11-3 in the Mid-Willamette Conference, lost in the second round of the OSAA playoffs. In the 2009-2010 season, they slipped to 11-14 and lost a league playoff game to South Albany, a game that we covered up at McNary High School. When Andy Obke's late tip-in was waved off, Woodburn lost that game. South Albany went to the playoffs and memorably went up to Jefferson that year, a game that we also covered. And then in 2010-2011, Woodburn went to 18-9 overall. They were 11-3 in the Mid-Willamette, went to the state tournament at Matthew Knight Arena, lost both their games there. After that season, Andy Opke graduated. Joel Dunn moved on to, is it North Salem where he went off to? John Wolfer came in to be the new coach here at Woodburn. And last year, the Bulldogs stumbled to 7-17, 5-9 in the Mid-Willamette. This year off to the 3-9 start. And their only 3 wins this year have come against Newburgh, who is 0-13. They're the number 42 and last-ranked team in the 6A power rankings. They have beaten McKay. McKay is a 7-8 team, the same team that West Albany beat by 24 in the season opener. And they have beaten Putnam, a team that is 0-11 and number 36 in the 5A power rankings. So they have not beaten a team ranked higher than number 30 in the respective power rankings. I mentioned earlier, West Albany has not lost to a team outside of now the top 15 in the power rankings. So for Woodburn, not a lot you can gain from their 3 wins. Could be difficult for them to keep up.
Well, that's the bad news, or that's the good news if you're a West Albany fan.
Right.
Here's the bad news. That's that they only lost to Corvallis by 4
Yes.
and to South Albany by 5. And,
right.
and certainly they got blown out by Silverton. But really, this team, it shows that they have some potential. And certainly you have to be on guard each time you step on the floor. It's a game West should win. They're favored to win. We absolutely think they will win. But after what happened at Crescent Valley, it's just one of those things that's just that little shadow of a doubt. Now, if that's in our minds, what's going on through the players' minds? So that's what you have to be on guard for. It doesn't matter if we have doubts. It's those guys on the floor that can't have any doubt. That's where they have to turn that mentality, be mentally strong, and come out and impose their will and their game on this Woodburn team. I think they'll do exactly that tonight.
Many times throughout the history of our broadcasting high school sports, I've wondered about the resiliency of these young men and how we handle losses versus how they handle losses. And sometimes I wonder if we almost take it harder than they do. If they're able to just turn the page and say, hey, there's another game on Friday, we'll get them then. Because we kind of stew on them after the game. I know Wednesday night drove home and, it's just that sense of irritation of why didn't this one work out tonight? Maybe for West, they just, all right, on to the next one. And we hope that's the case.
Well, you're going to be shocked by this, but I have an opinion on that. And that is they get to go out, step on the floor and have a practice the next day.
Yeah.
You and I and Jeff don't practice our broadcasting in between games. And so maybe we should.
You don't?
But
it shows.
At the mirror.
Yeah.
But they get it out of their system.
Right.
And they get to prepare for the next game that's been scouted. They have a game plan that they have to get ready for, and it's that turnaround for the players, I think, makes that a little bit easier for them to wipe that from their memory and move on.
Now, we've got some hints that maybe there might be a little bit of a shakeup in the starting lineup tonight. We'll have to check when the players are introduced and see who our starting 5s are. But maybe after that performance on Wednesday night where there was a lot of frustration on the West Albany side, maybe they try a little bit different chemistry tonight. We'll see. Tip-off is still a couple of minutes away. Let's take one more time out. We'll come back, have the starting lineups, our national anthem, and ultimately tip-off here tonight from Woodburn on KSHO.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market across from the Heritage Mall has Senior Day, the first Tuesday of every month. $2 off every purchase of $15 or more. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. 100% satisfaction guaranteed across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
920 KSHO.
Welcome back to Woodburn High School. This song here, I don't know, you can hear it in the background over the air, but it's called Round Ball Rock. Believe it or not, it's written by John Tesh. It pains me that I even know that. But most people would know it as the theme from NBC's NBA on NBC action from back in the 90s. And boy, does that take me back. I miss the Jordan days of the NBA. But good to hear that as we get set for tip-off here tonight between Woodburn and West Albany. Again, West at 7-6, 1-2 in the Mid-Willamette. Ranked 8th in the latest OSAA power rankings. And maybe at halftime we'll start discussing more about how those OSAA rankings are more and more important with each passing game. Woodburn is ranked 31st in the OSAA's power rankings at 5A. Quick peek at the standings in the Mid-Willamette, in case you're curious. Silverton and Corvallis, the lone remaining unbeatens at 3-0 in league. Crescent Valley and Dallas are 2-1. West Albany's next game will be against Dallas next Wednesday. West and South Albany at 1-2. Lebanon and Woodburn, the lone remaining winless teams, at 0-3. Lebanon actually will play tomorrow because of a scheduling snafu. They will play Crescent Valley tomorrow over at Crescent Valley High School. As we get our starting lineups here and we get our first peek at those shakeups that we referenced just a moment ago. For West Albany, Sawyer Reed will get the start at the point. He's the 5'10 senior. Brandon Dixon joins him in the backcourt, a 6'1 senior. Ben Engel is in the starting lineup, a 5'10 senior. Brady Young in the starting lineup, a 6'3 junior. And Nate Sherwood, a 6'8 junior. So we see two familiar faces, Sawyer Reed and Nate Sherwood, but a big shakeup in the other three.
It is, and Coach Zimmerman obviously sending a message saying, hey, you know, these are the guys that were performing in practice. These are the ones I want to see out on the floor. And certainly Crescent Valley game a couple nights ago had something to do with this as well. Very interesting, this lineup that he's put out on the floor. We'll see how long he sticks with it.
And now Woodburn set to be introduced. There were a couple of names for Woodburn that you will remember if you've listened to any of our West Albany Woodburn broadcasts in the past. Martin Ray, who starts at the point, he is a 6-foot senior, and Julian Veliz, who is a 6-foot senior. Both of those guys, we joked about when we got the roster, seem like they've been here for a decade. We've covered these games for 8 years now, and I think Martin Ray has been in the Woodburn lineup all 8 years, if I'm not mistaken.
He is. He's been a stalwart, and we talked about that in football, too, and what a great football player he is, and but certainly an impact on the floor as well, and yeah, seems like a really sharp kid and plays really, really hard.
So Martin Ray and Julian Veliz, the 6-foot seniors, they are joined in the starting lineup by Masail Ikuha, a 5'10 senior, Dmitry Cheremnov, a 6'2 senior, and Ray Ruiz, a 5'9 sophomore. We are about to have our national anthem here. We'll try and time this out and take our final pregame break and return. We'll have tip-off, Battle of the Bulldogs, West and Woodburn tonight on 920 KSHO.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors. 4 generations in the auto business and here to stay. Mark Thomas Motors is big on supporting local events. 3 locations in Albany: Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, GMC, Buick, Pontiac. Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors in Albany.
Just like the Bulldogs, Courtesy Corner Shell gives you everything they have every time you drive in. Fast and friendly service, windows always clean. Non-ethanol fuels for small engines, boats, and vintage cars available. You can't beat Courtesy Corner Shell near Queen on Pacific Boulevard. They'll be happy to see you.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
America's best music and the news you need. This is 920 KSHO, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Well, pretty good timing on that. The final notes in the national anthem playing, and we are just about set for tip-off tonight between Woodburn and West Albany. Before, during, or after the game in Albany, you can grab a hot and ready $5 pizza at Little Caesars. That's across from the mall on Geary Street, the new and only Little Caesars in Albany. We are just about set to get it going, Wally. The starting 5 for West, I mean, there's a shakeup, and then there's this. Ben Engel has been a healthy scratch in hockey parlance through much of the season so far. In the starting lineup, and just, hoping that new blood gives a little motivation.
Oh, I think certainly it's going to bring some energy to this lineup, and certainly while the Bulldogs get a little bit smaller here with this lineup, certainly will be quicker. And I think that we're going to see this group work really hard, try and keep themselves on the floor.
Nate Sherwood and Dmitry Cheremnov have it set to go at center court. Ball in the air, and the tip will be controlled by nobody, off the leg of Woodburn. It will belong to West Albany as it went wild off to the side down to the Woodburn bench, and West will have first possession. Inbounding down to our right. One of the better vantage points of the year comes here at Woodburn, right on press row, down near the Bulldog bench. As Ben Engel will inbound, come to backcourt for Sawyer Reed, and West Albany gets it underway here tonight. Reed angles right for Engel out on the wing. As Ben looks inside for Nate on the blocks. Nate backing his way in, goes up under, and gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Early assertiveness from Nate Sherwood resulting in 2 free throws.
Well, that's a is it Sharimnov? Okay. Get him an early foul, and certainly he's an impact player out here on this Woodburn team. I like what West did. They got it right down to the low post with Nate. Right there early, draws the foul and goes to the line for 2.
And his first one is good. Nate Sherwood, who's been on a very strong roll his last 3 games, 18, 25, and 17 in league play. Ready for a second free throw. On its way. And good. Got a pair to start it. 2-0 West Albany. 12 seconds gone by. They're in the first quarter. So Woodburn inbounds against full court pressure. Martin Ray beats it easily. Up the floor, pulling it out on the left wing. Sawyer Reed with the defense. So Ray dribbles to the foul line. Works to the corner for Ray Ruiz. Back to the top for Ray. Reed out on defense. Ray spinning with the dribble. Working out back towards midcourt. Still reset the Woodburn offense. To the elbow for Veliz, guarded by Brandon Dixon, puts it on the deck, drives in, try to get Dixon in the air. It's blocked by Brandon. Veliz saves it in up top, where it will get into the hands of Misael Ikuha, as he will lose it to Veliz. Now back to Ray, straight away. Ray, a little hesitation, right of the lane, high off glass, short. Rebound to West Albany as Brandon Dixon clears it. A couple of chances for Woodburn. West able to pull it away. Reed, up ahead angle, lobbing it in for Nate, overthrew it into the hands of Veliz. Turnover West Albany as Veliz will bring it up on his own. Pushing it up the left side of the floor, crosses over, gets inside the foul line, goes right for Ruiz, who will trigger a 3. In and out, no good, and Sawyer Reed crashes in for the rebound. Now it's Reed, eyes up, straight to the top of the key, backing it out, feeding Brady Young, right at the head of the arc, right for Ben Angle on the wing. Looking in for Nate. They had him doubled. Up top it goes to Brandon Dixon, fake the 3, go left for Reed. Reed comes around to Brady Young, screen to the top, goes right for Angle. Ben scans inside, now will feed Brady at the foul line. Off to the right for Dixon. Back to Young. Free throw line jumper. Good for Brady Young. 4-0 West Albany.
Take that shot anytime, right? What happens is Brady Young's there at the free throw line, and they had backed it in against Nate to double up that entry pass to him on the high-low. Brady smartly just takes that quick shot, buries it.
Ruiz comes off the left for Ikuha. Now to Ruiz again up top. High post for Chermanoff. To the left again, Ruiz. Ruiz bounce pass to the cutting Chermanoff, and he goes up and lays it in. Dmitry Chermanoff with the layup, 4-2, West Albany.
High screen, and West Albany doubled off that screen, left him open for the back door.
Ben Angle, straightaway 3, no good. Rebound, Martin Ray. Ray, straight down the middle. Across the foul line, left for Ikuha, now to the top for Chermanoff, and right for Ruiz. Bouncing it in for Veliz, who got position, missed the layup, got his own board, rejected by Brady Young. Brady Young, an emphatic block and a good start for Brady.
Oh, man, does he have the timing on those blocks. He has been a great shot blocker for this West Albany program for 4 years now. So impressive with the timing that he has.
Julian Veliz missed what appeared to be an easy opportunity. Did get his own rebound, and then Brady Young sent it packing. Jalen Schlegel on the floor for West. He replaces Nate Sherwood with 5.5 to go in the first quarter. West Albany leading at 4-2. As Ray works up top for Ruiz. Driving right, going all the way inside. Over Brady Young, missed the shot short. Rebound inside by Chermanoff, who puts it back up and in. Chermanoff has all 4 for Woodburn. We are tied at 4. As Reed up ahead to Angle. Angle lobs it in for Schlegel. Jalen is held on the catch. Team foul number 2 on Woodburn, and West will inbound underneath. Foul on Julian Veliz. His first. As Ben Angle will inbound underneath for West. Angle looking in for Jalen. Jalen makes the catch out near the arc and comes back up top to Reed. Reed around a little soft screen from Young. Fires right for Dixon on the wing. Dixon to the top for Angle. Angle looking in for Jalen Schlegel. Jalen had it batted away. Tipped it out to Dixon. Now still loose, and Woodburn will pick it up. Ikuha up to Ruiz. Ruiz down the right side. Bodied by Reed. Kicks it out to Ikuha for 3, and he got it. A 7-0 Woodburn run. They go up by 3. As Reed comes to front court right for Dixon. Now over to Angle. Left for Reed, out on the wing, around a Schlegel screen. Now feeds Jalen, cut into the baseline. Inside, good look for Brady Young. Could not finish, got his own board. Goes back up and puts it in.
Diligence. Didn't have the full handle when he went up the first time. Had the presence of mind to grab that rebound, put it right back up.
7-6, West Albany down a point. Ray inside for Chermanoff. Backing in on Young, blocked by Brady. His second block as Dixon pulls it down. Brandon Dixon, left for Angle, looking in for Jalen, trying to get posted in a hurry. Doubled, spins away from it, missed the shot, looking for contact, and rebounded by Woodburn. Great move by Jalen to get inside, but did not get any bump. As now Ray skips his way through, missed in close, and a rebound to Ben Engel. 7-6 midway through the first quarter. Woodburn up a point. A lob in for Jalen. Down low. Spinning on Cheremnoff. Held and fouled. In the act, he's going to go to the line for 2.
Well, Ryan, with the type of offense that Woodburn runs, you worry about your own foul trouble here, but West Albany's done a good job of keeping that dribble penetration and not fouling. Woodburn's having a lot of trouble with the West bigs right now. When West gets that entry pass, they're collapsing down, doing a lot of slapping at the arms. 3 team fouls now on Woodburn. All of them on fouls on the posts for West Albany.
Yeah, they did not give Jalen a shot. They will inbound underneath. So a non-shooting foul. Brandon Dixon will inbound. Chad Sherwood, Cody LaHoda on the floor for West. Nate Sherwood returns. Quick inbound comes to Nate. Underneath, Nate can't hit but got fouled. He will go to the line for 2 more free throws. So the Bulldogs getting closer to their starting alignment as now Jesse Berkey will head to the scorer's table and get set to come in. A couple subs on the floor for Woodburn. Aaron Garcia back in for the first time.
Much more liberal rotation so far in this game than what we've seen from West.
Nate Sherwood hits the first free throw. Berkey in. Leo Garza is in for Woodburn, as Dmitry Cheremnoff will check out. So the Bulldogs out there with Schlegel, Chad and Nate Sherwood, Berkey and LaHoda. It's Nate's first free throw tied at this to give West Albany the lead back with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. On its way and good. So Nate's hit all 4 from the line. West Albany leads again, 8-7. Full court pressure as Veliz runs the baseline, gets it into the middle for Garcia. Off to the left for Ruiz on the run. Ruiz in front court, and we're going to get a foul called. A ticky-tack foul up top on LaHoda.
Didn't see that one coming.
No, it's Chad Sherwood who's called for the foul. Looked like LaHoda was the closest to him, but it goes on Chad, his first, West Albany's first. Julian Veliz inbounds just to our left, feeding Garcia. Garcia pushing left into the body of Chad Sherwood, spins away, goes right for Ray out on the wing. Ray, head and shoulder fake on Nate, comes inside out to Veliz, off to Garcia. Crisscrossing the dribble back to the right for Ruiz, into the corner for Garza. Garza to the top for Veliz, who really had to stretch to haul that in. Back left for Ray, working on Nate Sherwood all the way in, blocked by Nate, fouled by Nate. And 2 free throws coming for Martin Ray.
And you know that Martin Ray, if he sees a seam, he's going to take it to the rack, and West has to have that weak side help coming over to try and stop that penetration. Martin Ray, we've seen year after year with him. He's got that big, that actually almost looks like maybe he's dropped a little bit of weight, but he uses that body so well. He's got quite the inside presence for somebody of his size.
And good touch on his first free throw. As he ties it at 8. 1 more to come. Foul on Nate was his first, West Albany's second. We were watching some of the freshman game here as we arrived early. And in the first half of the freshman game, Woodburn was called for 0 personal fouls. That's astonishing in a half of a game. Won't be the case here tonight as Ray hits both free throws. 9-8. Woodburn with the lead. Have a point. As Nate Sherwood brings it up ahead for Berkey on the sideline. Jesse, tough catch. Now goes down low for Schlegel. To the elbow for Nate. Inside for LaHoda. Cody juggles in the catch and lays it in.
Oh, great ball movement. Big to big to big.
And a timeout taken quickly here by Woodburn. It will be a full, so we'll observe it as well. 10-9 West Albany, 3:09 to go in the first on KSHO.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank, service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The mission of Now Builders is treat every job like it's their only job, no matter how big or small, and they don't stop until their customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Check out their portfolio of fine work at nowbuilders.com. Call Now Builders at 541-926-2858.
Figaro's in Albany now has the Ultimate Super Combo and the Ultimate Super Meat, only $16.99 or $17.99 baked. Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. And ask about their gluten-free crust, 541-924-9303.
Unforgettable 920.
Back here at Woodburn, 10-9. West Albany with the lead, 3:09 to go in the first quarter. Is out of the timeout. Woodburn will bring it up against some full court pressure. Woodburn beats it with Garza off the shin of Jalen Schlegel, and they'll blow the whistle for a kick ball. Woodburn will inbound on the side. During that timeout, Wally receiving an update on the girls' varsity game. 30-15, West Albany with the lead at halftime down in Albany. They know how to start those games. They're already at halftime. We've still got 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Did get the late start here. JV game going way long.
Ray Ruiz out on the right wing, guarded by Lahota. Gives to Ray between the circles, driving on Nate. Tough fadeaway shot. Off front rim, no good. Rebound, Cody Lahota.
Well, if that's the shots you're going to give up, that's perfect.
Up ahead to Berkey. Berkey along the baseline all the way in. Tough shot, no, but a foul. And Jesse with an aggressive drive along the baseline will go to the free throw line for two.
And I like that from Jesse. You know, he's such a great spot-up shooter, but when they come flying at him, you've got to be able to make them pay. Drives the baseline. That time it goes strong to the basket, draws the foul, shooting two.
Jesse Berkey had 15 points last Friday in the 51-point win over Lebanon, had 2 on Wednesday on a couple of free throws. And his free throw here is perfect. In for Woodburn, Andre Rocha will come in. Ray Ruiz comes out. Jesse Berkey ready for his second free throw. Jesse, the 5'9" senior. Free throw up, free throw good. So the Bulldogs of West Albany hitting from the free throw line here in the first quarter. They've gotten all 6, and their lead is 3, 12-9. As Woodburn again works against full court pressure with Garza up ahead to Garcia. Garcia to the wing, met by Nate Sherwood. Straight away for Ray. Ray thought about the 3, now wants to drive. Kicks it out to the right for Roca. To the top for Belize. Inside for Garza, all alone, missed the layup. Rebound Lahota. A gift for West Albany as Garza had gotten free underneath. Now Chad Sherwood goes to the left for Berkey. Down to the blocks for Schlegel. Jalen to the right, Nate Sherwood. Little fadeaway jumper, and the paint is good from Nate. And the Bulldogs lead it by 5. It's Ray racing the other way. Kicks it back out to Roca. Roca bounce past Garza. To the right again, Roca. Now out it comes to Garcia. Woodburn will set it with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. West Albany leading by 5. Martin Ray crisscrossing through the D. Out to Garcia for 3. No good, over the top of the backboard. And there's, well, wait a minute now. It went over the top of the backboard, and it should have been a dead ball, West Albany's ball.
Yeah,
let's see. I think the officials are going to discuss. Went over the top. It should be West ball. They had awarded it to Woodburn. And there it is. Yeah, West Albany ball. That's the right call. Went over the top of the backboard.
That's good refereeing right there. Get your heads together and get the right call. That's perfect right there. Salem Association officials.
Now Nate's going to try and throw a home run to Chad. Chad makes the catch, goes all the way in, put it off the window, no. Got his own rebound, puts it back up and in. West Albany a couple of second chances here in the first quarter. They've extended their lead to 7, 16-9 with 1:34 to go in the first. Woodburn with Veliz into front court. Veliz backs it out to Ray. Little hesitation dribble, comes to the foul line, kicks it right for Roca. Now back to Ray. Ray thinking long and hard about that 3. Didn't want to pull the trigger. Backs it out again near midcourt. Worked on by Nate. Crossing over into the body of Nate. Now bumped and fouled by Nate.
Boy,
Ray,
that's good defense.
Yeah, Ray just kept at it. Finally got into the body of Nate Sherwood. His second foul, West Albany's 3rd.
You know, what gets forgotten in that as well, he's trying to jockey for position. That 5 count should be going. I thought Nate might have gotten that 5 count there.
Yeah, you make a good point. He spent a lot of time trying to get into the body of Nate Sherwood. We saw the 5 count twice on Wednesday at Crescent Valley. Veliz inbounds. Into the corner for Garcia. Chad Sherwood has him with 1:08 to go in the first. West Albany leading at 16-9. Roca goes to Veliz out on the right. Ben Angle back in, has the defense there. Veliz to Ray. Ray driving inside, teardrop, no, but a foul. Martin Ray will be at the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, I think they probably are going to get Chad here on this foul.
Well, if they do, and they do, it's number 2 on Chad. So both Sherwoods each with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Brandon Dixon with the warm-up off. He'll return probably for Chad, one would assume.
Chad having a conversation with the referee saying that, hey, as he went up, he was using his left arm to brace himself, and that's the one that came into me. I didn't contact him at all. He contacted me.
And Ray puts in the first free throw. Chad is out. Brandon in. 54.9 to go, first quarter, 16-10, West Albany with the lead. Ray with his second on its way. No good, too strong. Rebound saved in by Brady Young. Nice play by Brady to get it to Reed. Now to Ben Engel. And Ben Engel had it knocked away in front court and stolen by Garcia. We're going to get a whistle and a travel on Woodburn. So a wild sequence will result in a Woodburn turnover back to West.
Haven't seen a lot of violations called in this game. We've got a total of 9 fouls called now as we've got 44.8 to go here in the first quarter. Not a lot of violations called, though. Pretty clean game so far.
Josh Bryant is in for West Albany. His first appearance as the Bulldogs have gone 10 deep in this first quarter. Sawyer Reed goes in for Brady Young. Brady inside, could not finish. And a rebound by Akiha for Woodburn up the right side. Crosses back to the top, fake the three. Goes inside for a cutting Veliz. Veliz up with the shot, no good. Rebound tipped out long. Brandon Dixon will claim it. Coming down on 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. West Albany leading at 16-10. Sawyer Reed uses a high screen from Bryant. Dribbles all the way to the right. Hands off for Dixon. Dixon to Engel. A little weave up top. Ben comes back out to Reed with 9 seconds in the quarter. Reed using a Bryant screen. Right at the top of the key. Sawyer spinning with 3. Tough shot with 2. Back rim, no good. Rebound Woodburn. The horn will sound. And the first quarter will come to an end. So West uses a nice run at the end of the quarter to build themselves a 6-point lead at the end of one here tonight at Woodburn. West Albany 16, Woodburn 10. Will return at 9:20 KSHO.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
We're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Need extra money? H&R Block offers the Emerald Advance, a line of credit up to $1,000 that you can start using today. No W-2 required. Stop by a participating office to apply or call 1-800-HR-BLOCK to learn more. H&R Block Emerald Advance, line of credit offer through H&R Block Bank. Member FDIC, participating offices subject to credit approval. Please apply. See HR Block/Emerald Advance for details. 2012 HRB Tax Group Incorporated offer advised January 15, 2013. OVTP B15550.
Hi, this is Serena at your neighborhood H&R Block in Albany, Lebanon, Corvallis. Call us today at 541-928-6432 and see what it means to never settle for less when it comes to your taxes.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Unforgettable 9:20.
Start of the second quarter here from Woodburn, with West Albany leading Woodburn 16-10. Farmers Insurance is the right choice for auto insurance, home, life, business, boat, and RV insurance, and a whole lot more. Your local farmers experts are Roland Brower and Tim Finley on 9th across from Mark Thomas Motors in Albany. Go Bulldogs. Woodburn with the initial possession of the second quarter and getting a bucket inside as Leo Garza is able to work in for the finger roll. 4-point game. Sawyer Reed feeds Josh Bryant to the left for Ben Engel. Around the perimeter go the Bulldogs of West Albany. Brandon Dixon at the top, now right for Reed. In for Jalen Schlegel, right of the lane. Jalen spinning on Garza, got inside and laid it in with a foul.
That's just such a tough move. A little drop dribble to the baseline and takes it strong with one step. He's 6'8", takes one step from about 10 feet out and takes it strong to the basket. Draws the foul and a chance to give the Bulldogs their biggest lead of this game.
Athletic move from Jalen. At the line, a chance for 3. Martin Ray Ruiz in for Woodburn as Garcia and Roca will check out.
One that if he doesn't have to take that big a stride, he throws that down.
Yes. Jalen trying to complete the 3-point play. Sets, releases, and cannot hit. Back rim, front rim, and off. Rebound Woodburn. Sakiha bounces it long ahead for Ray on the wing. Doubled by Schlegel and Engel. Comes left side for Ruiz. In rhythm for 3. Long. Rebound Jalen Schlegel. Up to Reed. Reed wants to push. Sawyer hands it off to Engel. Engel, right side for Dixon. It's Brandon Dixon curls it back out to Reed.
Got to get some movement with the bigs.
Now they're looking in. They feed Bryant at the foul line, looking for the high-low. Josh puts it on the deck, dumps it in for Jalen, who lays it in. Nicely done from Bryant to Schlegel for the layup. West Albany enjoys their biggest lead at 8. 20-12. Just a little bit more than a minute gone by in the second quarter. So Ruiz backs it out. Goes to the right for Ray on the sideline. Skipping left for Akiha. He'll launch a three. That's back rim, no good. Rebound, Josh Bryant. West doing a good job on the defensive boards now as they hand it off to Reed. Reed comes ahead for Dixon. Dixon on the right wing. Akiha right with him. Now feeds Jalen Schlegel on the blocks. Jalen, no look underneath for Bryant. Off his fingertips and off the underside of the backboard and into the hands of Woodburn. Up ahead, Ray to the cut-in Veliz through traffic. Might have gotten away with an extra step. They're going to give him 2 free throws. Say he was fouled on the way up. Veliz tapping his head. He wants out.
There are 2 Woodburn players trying to tap out of this game right now. West really pushing the tempo on the offensive side. If you can give a team one and done, grab the rebound, get that quick outlet, it's so easy to push the ball up the floor.
And Veliz short on the free throw might not be surprising if you saw him. He looks gassed right now.
Yeah, he does.
As Leo Garza will check out. Dmitry Cheremnov will return.
Got Roca here set at the scorer's table to come in, too, for the shooter.
Well, now he knows he's got to make this free throw to earn himself the rest. As the free throw's on its way, around and off, no good. So he'll have to stay out. Rebound, Jalen Schlegel. West Albany 20, Woodburn 12. 6:10 to go in the first half. As Reed comes right for Dixon in front court. Dixon looking in for Schlegel. They had him pinned. Goes to angle, now left for Reed. Reed lobbing it down low for Bryant. Bryant backing his way down, skipping into the paint. Missed it short, and a rebound to Cheremnov. Nice move by Bryant, but couldn't finish the little baby hook. Ray up ahead into the corner for Ruiz. Now driving along the baseline. Kicks it back to Veliz and out to Ray. Ray on the wing, guarded by Dixon. Martin Ray hands it back out to Ruiz. Ruiz right into the body of Reed. And backing out again between the circles. Right for Akiha. Akiha to Ruiz. Dixon creeps out to him, initiating the 5 count. So Ruiz now clears some space. Crossing over on Dixon, all the way inside. Bounces it right to Ben Engel and a turnover. Ben on the run. Kicks it to the left, Reed. Lobbing into the middle for Jalen, who goes up and spins it in. It's a 10-point West Albany lead. Timeout Woodburn, a 30. Will keep it with 5:15 to go in the first half, and West Albany has pushed their lead to double digits.
Yeah, and I like what they did on that play, too. Everybody kept their composure on that, and Jalen, once he got the ball, put it up quickly, but was a little bit off balance, puts it soft over the front of the rim. Really nice job of adjusting himself to be able to get that shot in.
Isaiah Edwards has reported to the scores table. He will check in for West Albany and become the 11th player to appear here in the first half. So the Bulldogs really shifting up the rotations here, going deep into their bench.
And I think the way they're pushing the ball and the pace of this game right now, it's gassing Woodburn and West Albany with those fresh lungs coming onto the floor. It's really benefiting them. I like what Coach Zim is doing in this game, really keeping that tempo up. Woodburn with 16 fouls already in this game as well, and so West will be shooting free throws with the next foul.
West Albany with 5 team fouls, so they're nearing the penalty as well. Also, Keaton Bader is in, so the Bulldogs have gone 12 deep here in the first half. As Woodburn inbounds in backcourt, now trailing by 10 with 5:10 to go in the first half. Martin Ray pushing it into the corner for Akiha. Around Dixon, just inside the foul line, back out to Ray. Ray driving it all the way back out to the top. Ray inside for Cheremnov. Through Reed, and an offensive foul. Sawyer Reed able to take the punishment.
Going to be the second foul on Cheremnov, too, here in this game. And what a stud play that was by Sawyer. Not so sure he got there in time, but he got the call. Really sold it. Going the other way.
Leo Garza comes right back in for Woodburn as West Albany will inbound. Sawyer Reed is the man to bring it into front court. As Reed drops it to Dixon. And Brandon Dixon into the corner, coming right for Reed. Reed whips it inside for Nate. Nate backs away and hits the fadeaway jumper. So West Albany in a nice spurt here. They lead 24-12 with 4:37 to go in the first half.
And a major improvement in Nate's game is that turnaround jumper. Gets himself good and square. Nice soft shot.
Ruiz bounces it to Ray. Ray back to Ruiz outside. Thought about the 3. Drives in left of the lane for a jumper that's long. Rebound Sawyer Reed. West cleaning up the defensive boards. It's up ahead, it comes to Nate. Inside for Edwards. Edwards to the top for Reed. To the right for Brandon Dixon. 3 on the way, short, and a rebound to Woodburn. Ruiz up ahead to Roca. Crisscrossing his way through. Layup no good. Adjusted by Nate, who pulls the rebound. Off to Reed, and again West wanting to run. Sawyer to the right for Nate. Nate brings it back out to Reed. You see him making more of an effort to get it inside, and when it's not there, they swing it outside again. Now an entry pass deflected and stolen. Woodburn in front court with Ruiz, way out on the right side. 3:42 to go, first half, 24-12, West Albany. Akiha to the elbow, hands off to Ray, and Ray will bring it all the way back up top.
Bulldogs doing a great job of keeping Woodburn from getting to zero, not letting them cross that line into the paint.
Roca back out to Ray, now to Ruiz, a 2 on the way, spins out, no good. Rebound, Garza goes up, scores, and is fouled. So a rare offensive rebound for Woodburn, but it leads to a chance for 3 as Garza will be at the foul line.
So Woodburn started off this game with about 4 offensive rebounds, and West Albany hadn't figured out their intensity yet. But then West really been keeping them off the glass till that point where they were able to get that with the putback and chance for a 3-point play and draw this back within 10.
Foul on Sawyer Reed, his second. So 2 fouls apiece on Nate Sherwood, Chad Sherwood, and Sawyer Reed. Garza's free throw is good, and Woodburn pulls back to single digits, 24-15, 3:21 to go in the half. Sawyer Reed works it down in the left corner for Nate Sherwood along the baseline. Nate into the body of Garza, right in for Jalen Schlegel. Underneath, Jalen cannot finish. Hung desperately on the rim before curling off, and loose out of bounds it goes to Woodburn. Last touch by West.
Jalen getting a little bit frustrated there. We're used to seeing him be able to finish those shots, but that one just goes wanting a little bit. Woodburn brings it the other way. West up still by 9.
And it hung on the rim for a moment, taunting him. As Ruiz in front court bounces it for Akiha. Long right side for Ray, almost stolen by Chad. Ray pulls up for a 3 and buries it. Game of inches. Chad Sherwood very nearly had the steal, which probably would have been a layup. Instead, Ray hits a triple, and it's back down to 6. 6 unanswered for Woodburn. As Nate Sherwood to the elbow, his jumper on the way, back rim no good. Rebound Isaiah Edwards. Out to Chad. Chad drives to the blocks, floats it up, no good. Tipped by Jalen, and it's in. Jalen Schlegel able to drop it in. Just got a fingertip on it. 26-18 West. Valise to Ray. He got away with the walk. Drives inside, missed the shot. Rebound tip to Jalen. Jalen on the run, left for Chad Sherwood. Chad pull up jumper, got it. And the lead goes back to 10. Back and forth we go. Akiha quickly to front court for Ruiz.
This is not an offensive pace that Woodburn wants.
Akiha back to Ruiz. Ball fake, drives inside the foul line, all the way through, lays it up short. Rebound, Jalen. West Albany with the ball up 10. Jalen to the right for Nate. Thought about the 3. Now goes in for Jalen through his fingertips. And we're going to get a whistle on a foul, a hold on Isaiah Edwards, I think, looking for the loose ball.
Yeah, tough entry pass. Nate really wanted to get that to Jalen. Jalen was saying no, but Nate threw that pass anyway. A couple of defenders that able to get their hands on that. Turnover West, and then the foul on Edwards going to bring the ball the other way. Just 16 fouls. No, that is 17 fouls on the Bulldogs. Woodburn will go to the line.
Yeah, it'll be a 1-1 as Aaron Garcia comes back in for Woodburn, and Julian Valise will be at the line for the 1-1. Both teams now in the penalty with 1:48 to play in the first half, and West Albany leading it 28-18. Went back and forth for the majority of the first quarter, but West Albany been able to get a little bit of distance here in the second as Valise misses the free throw, and Bryant has the defensive rebound. Off to Reed, now to Chad, inside for Schlegel on the blocks. Schlegel, no-look pass, and he should have looked. Right into the hands of Ray. Ray quickly the other way. Now we'll spin it back out to the perimeter. Pull up for 3. Missed it long. Rebound, Nate. Nate to Reed, and Reed will jog it up the floor. Ahead for Chad. He'll step into a deep 3. In and out, no good. Jalen tipped the rebound to Josh, and Josh is fouled.
Oh, what a play by Jalen. Jalen being held there on the baseline there as he's trying to go for the rebound, sees Josh there, tips it to him. Josh goes up to take the shot, gets fouled on the little chippy shot, goes to get a line for 2.
So Josh Bryant will be at the free throw line. Foul called on Martin Ray, his first. And Bryant with 2 free throws. First one for Bryant is up, around, and off. No good. Josh Bryant, who had a pretty nice game on Wednesday, scored 7 points. A couple of real nice moves inside against Crescent Valley. not in the starting lineup tonight. Off the bench looking for his first point. Second free throw is good. He's in the book as we'll get subs after the free throw make. 29-18 West Albany as Berkey, Engel, and Dixon come in. The Sherwoods and Reed come out, all with the 2 fouls. So a little preventative substitution from Todd Zimmerman here in the final minute, 17 of the first half.
It's a great move.
Garcia to Akiha, now to Ruiz. Skipping it right for Ray. Back to the top for Garcia. Left for Akiha, stepping into a 3. No good long. Rebound to Jalen Schlegel. Good fight from Jalen. Took it right away from Belize. Up to Engel, now back to Schlegel, and Jalen will walk it across the timeline. Into the corner for Berkey. Jesse sets for 3. Back rim. Long rebound out to West Albany. Jalen takes it. Schlegel left for Berkey. Now to Bryant. Into the hands of Jalen at the left elbow. Right wing for Berkey. Another 3 for Jesse. This one is good. Berkey with a triple, and West leads by 14.
Caught it in stride. Beautiful look for Jesse. He's going to nail that 9 out of 10 times.
Martin Ray driving it to the corner. Ruiz for 3, and an answer is good from Ray Ruiz. A triple for Ruiz, 32-21 West Albany. And the Bulldogs will play for 1. This Engel up ahead for Berkey. Back to Engel at the top. To the right for Berkey, left for Dixon. 12 seconds in the half. Left Engel, now to the top again, Dixon. Right for Berkey. Berkey to Bryant on the blocks. Bryant backing into a double team. Back out for Berkey, left for Dixon. Got to get a shot up. Engel an open 3, no good. Long, and the horn will sound. We'll go to the locker room. West Albany changing up their rotations, changing up their strategy a little bit, and it's worked so far at halftime. West Albany 32, Woodburn 21. We'll take a break and return to KSHO.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV at Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
Unforgettable 920.
Halftime tonight at Woodburn. West Albany leading Woodburn 32-21. Wally, the Bulldogs of West Albany came out with a much different starting 5. They started Reed, Dixon, Engel, Young, and Sherwood. The only 2 names you would remember from previous starting lineups being Reed and Nate Sherwood. And it's worked so far. They've mixed things up, a little more diversity offensively, doing a nice job on the defensive boards, and doing really a pretty strong job defensively on Woodburn, keeping them with the perimeter looks that haven't been dropping so far.
And if Woodburn gets hot from the outside, then watch out. But West, you're right. West has done a good job preventing them from getting in the paint and doing any damage inside there. Certainly that's been a good job. I think that West, with so many players seeing action in that first half, have kept them all very fresh. I mean, maybe Coach Zimmerman's onto something here with this group. And you have to like what you've seen. They're pushing the ball up the floor. They're running the floor very, very well. Some transition buckets for West. Pretty much one and done for Woodburn. They have gotten a few offensive boards, especially early. But really, I thought the rebounding, the outlets, and the transition game has been really solid for West to this point. It's, you talk about who started this game. Then somebody that didn't see the floor again, I believe, in the second quarter was Brady Young. And Brady had a really good first quarter there. I think we'll probably see a little bit more of Brady there in the second half.
A couple of blocks for Brady Young, couple of field goals for Brady. And when you're talking about the starting 5 for West Albany, you got Ben Engel, who had not played in 6 of West Albany's 13 games. Brady Young had not played in 6 of their 13 games. And Brandon Dixon had not played in 3 of the 13 games. And all 3 go into the starting lineup. So not only is it some new blood, but it's with guys that you might not suspect being the first choices. And again, I mean, it's worked so far. We saw the Bulldogs actually go 12 deep in the first half. able to stay pretty fresh, though at the end of the half we saw players tapping out as it started to go up and down a little bit. But it'd be interesting to see what the rotation will be like in the second half if the Bulldogs come out with those same 5.
I think he'll maintain the same philosophy here for this game. And all of those players that haven't gotten a ton of playing time, and some of those that you mentioned that hadn't played at all in some of the games, I thought all of them did a really nice job. Everybody played their role really well, and especially on the defensive side, really prevented that dribble penetration into the paint, crossing what Coach Zim calls the river, that halfway point there at the top of the key. I thought they did a really nice job of that. I think the other thing he recognized was that there are times during their, especially their end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, where West Albany didn't have a lot of scorers on the court. And I think Coach Zim recognized that and thought, okay, I need to get somebody else out there that's maybe going to be looking for his shot a little bit more. And then once he went big with Nate and Jalen, the high-low was working really well.
And the Bulldogs holding a 32-21 lead here at halftime. That's the West Albany Bulldogs. One of those nights where it's difficult. You're just in the habit of saying Bulldogs. And tonight we have to be specific. It's West Albany 32 and Woodburn 21 here at halftime from Woodburn High School. Step aside for a timeout. We'll come back and go to Jeff Kiter with some stats here at 920 KSHO.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market across from the Heritage Mall has Senior Day, the first Tuesday of every month. $2 off every purchase of $15 or more. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. 100% satisfaction guaranteed across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
America's best music and the news you need. This is 920 KSHO, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Back here at Woodburn High School as I welcome in Jeff Kiter. Jeff back to the normal role tonight, maybe a little bit more comfortable with the iPad there, keeping the stats here in the first half. 32-21, West Albany with the lead. We build this as a must-win coming in, and so far so good for West Albany.
Yeah, so far so good. It's a different perspective when you're right here by the bench. It just seems like there's a whole new attitude out on the floor. Guys talking more, and I'm sure you discussed this already, but just an overall better effort tonight than what we saw against Crescent Valley.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs have so far great balanced scoring in the first half. They are led by Jalen Schlegel, who almost has a double-double in the first half, and he didn't even start, did he?
No.
Yeah, so he's right now in the first half. He's got 8 points, 9 rebounds in the first half. Nate Sherwood has 8 points and 3 rebounds. Chad Sherwood has 4 points and 1 rebound. Jesse Berkey has 5 points. Brady Young has 4 points and 2 block shots. Cody Lahota has 2 points. And Josh Bryant has 1 point to finish out the individual scoring for the Bulldogs. They're shooting 46% from the field, 1 of 6 from threes, and they're 55% from twos. And again, I think I mentioned this in the last broadcast, but their shooting percentage from 2 is incredible the last 3 or 4 games. They're above 50 or even 60% in most cases. So obviously that's where it seems like that's where they need to go. But anyway, great effort, shooting the ball really well. The Woodburn Bulldogs are led in scoring by Martin Ray with 6 points, and Dmitry Shermanov has 4 points. Woodburn is only shooting 18% from twos and 30% from threes. And the intensity of the Bulldogs defense is definitely affecting the shooting percentage of Woodburn. It's a fantastic effort, and hopefully we can see that in the second half. As far as foul trouble, West Albany has 3 with 2 fouls. apiece. That's Chad Sherwood, Nate Sherwood, and Sawyer Reed. Nobody else is in real foul trouble. So we can hopefully look for a better effort. Not a better effort, a sustained
Continued,
effort
sure.
in the second half.
We'll hope so. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
Jeff Kiter with our first half stats. West Albany leading Woodburn 32-21. We're just about set for the start of the third quarter. So we'll step away for a break and continue along with West Albany basketball here tonight on KSHO.
Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors. 4 generations in the auto business and here to stay. Mark Thomas Motors is big on supporting local events. 3 locations in Albany: Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, GMC, Buick, Pontiac. Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors in Albany.
Just like the Bulldogs, Courtesy Corner Shell gives you everything they have every time you drive in. Fast and friendly service, windows always clean. Non-ethanol fuels for small engines, boats, and vintage cars available. You can't beat Courtesy Corner Shell near Queen on Pacific Boulevard. They'll be happy to see you.
Lynn Lane's in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
The place to bowl is Lynn Lane's Bowling Center on South Main Road in Lebanon. And the people are real nice. And the Head Pin Restaurant, I'd go there even if the bowling alley wasn't attached.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, Vice President with Willamette Community Bank. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders, serving you with branches in Albany and Lebanon.
Willamette Community Bank. Service like no other. We promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
920 KSHO.
Welcome back here to Woodburn High School. It's halftime with West Albany leading Woodburn 32-21. It's not very often that I get the opportunity where I know that my future wife is listening, but I just got a text that says Jessie is listening. So I will say good evening to Jessie. I know you would do so too, Wally.
I would like to say hi to Jessie. Great that she's listening, and that's awesome.
I don't know if that's a good thing that I say, well, it's a rare occasion, but very, very seldom, I think, is she around an AM radio.
Well, she lives out of range.
Right. Well, we have also in our home, we have a couple of those, the iHome devices that play FM radio, but they don't play AM. So probably traveling somewhere. So babe, drive safe, but hi, and I'll be home sometime tonight.
Oh, that's great.
It is just the start of the third quarter here, so a little ways yet to go. West Albany leading thus far 32-21 as Brandon Dixon will inbound for West Albany. One change in the starting five for the second half from the starting five we saw at the beginning. Jalen Schlegel is in the lineup. Ben Engel is not. Otherwise, Brady Young, Nate Sherwood, Sawyer Reed. As Nate pulls a three, cannot hit. Brandon Dixon pulls the rebound. Out to Reed. Reed right back to Dixon in the corner. Brandon thought about a three. Now will fire it cross court for Reed. Reed inside for Brady Young. Corner for Nate. Nate right back to Young on the blocks. Backing his way in. Kicks it out to Nate. Nate to the cutting. Brandon Dixon. The layup is good. And a great look up top from Nate.
Got behind on the baseline. Got behind the defense. Good look from Brady.
From Brady, yeah. Beg your pardon. It's Martin Ray. Into the corner. Ruiz. He'll fire a three and can it from the corner. Ray Ruiz hitting the three for Woodburn. The lead comes back down to 10. 34-24. Brandon Dixon in for Jalen. Juggles in the catch. Now it's double team. Comes out to Nate. He fires for three. That's back rim. No good. Rebound inside by Leo Garza for Woodburn. Veliz up ahead for Ruiz and back to Veliz. Now back to Ruiz to Veliz. That's Veliz looking for somebody who doesn't end in an ease and finds him. It's Martin Ray way out on the left side. Ray with a bounce pass for Akiha. And Akiha comes back for Ruiz. Brandon Dixon chasing him as Veliz goes back left for Akiha. Now to center court for Ruiz. A little bit more than a minute gone by in the third quarter. West Albany's lead is 10. Akiha driving to the blocks. Got around Nate Sherwood. Dribbles along the baseline. Kicks it out to Veliz for two. No good. Rebound, Jalen Schlegel. Jalen nearing the double-double. Another rebound for the big guy.
Really good defensive possession by the Bulldog.
Schlegel feeds Nate on the left wing. Now out to Reed. Reed fires to Dixon. Back to the top for Reed. Between the circles. He goes left for Nate. Nate to the elbow for Schlegel. Jalen cross court for Dixon. Dixon back to Reed. Woodburn extending the defense, not allowing West any good look from behind the arc. Brandon Dixon comes back to Reed. Reed inside for Nate. Nate's doubled, tries to go through it, and gets held and fouled by Garza. Very near a tie-up as Garcia got his hand on top of the ball, but they'll say he also hit the arm of Nate Sherwood. First foul of the third quarter.
Well, Garza didn't think it was a foul, and Ray's lucky he didn't get called on that earlier on that play, but absolutely is a foul. And they're going to give him 2 shots here. Boy, that's a really surprising call right there. So I thought they'd probably have that out of bounds. First team foul. They're going to say he was shooting. Wow.
So Nate will be at the line for 2. First one is good. Leo Garza picked up the foul for Woodburn, his 3rd.
He wasn't even close to shooting.
It was, similar to a situation we saw in the first half where Jalen Schlegel, I thought, was fouled on the way up, and they called it on the ground. This one I thought was on the ground, and they gave him 2 shots. So I guess it evens out. As Dmitry Cheremnov returns, Leo Garza checks out. Nate, second free throw up, no good. Back rim, rebound Cheremnov. 11-point lead for West. That's where it was at the half. Now 5:52 to go in the third. Ruiz into a 3 and good again. This one from deep on the left wing. Ruiz with 2 threes here in the third quarter. The lead comes down to 8. Nate Sherwood to Brandon Dixon. Off to Reed. Woodburn in the zone. Really working it out high as Ruiz fouls Reed out behind the arc. Ruiz getting into the momentum of the game a little bit, a little overzealous with the defense.
Second team foul on Woodburn. Bulldogs will have it on the side.
So West will play it in, way on the opposite side in front of the fans. So Bulldogs set the inbounds play in motion and get it into Brady Young. Young right along the sideline, comes back to Dixon out near midcourt. Dixon to the high post for Schlegel, inside for Nate. Nate goes up and scores over Martin Ray. Nothing Ray could do about that, giving up 8 inches to Nate Sherwood. 37-27. West lead again is double figures. It's Veliz to Ruiz, now to Ray. Again around the perimeter to Ruiz. Got to put a hand in his face when he crosses half court. Now it's Ray. Back to the right. Ruiz got free and hits another. 3 threes in the second half for Ruiz. The lead is down to 7.
We said if they get hot, then watch out, because that's how they're going to. The only way they're going to beat this West Albany team is with the long-range bomb.
Nate Sherwood misses a jumper. Brady Young goes back up, can't hit. Nate tries to tip it, no. Looking to keep it alive and does. Nate chases it into the corner. To the left for Brandon Dixon. To the baseline for Schlegel. Now to Brady Young. Brady driving inside, off the window, no. Jalen tried to tip, couldn't hit. A lid on the rim for West. Rebound Woodburn. It's Ruiz. Into the corner for Ray. Ray, good catch. Really had to hustle to get to it. Now kicks it out to Veliz. Veliz hounded by Reed. Backs it out near midcourt and bounces it to Martin Ray. 4:17 to go in the third. 37-30, West Albany. Zakiha gets it now to Ray. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz to Ray, to Akiha. Back to Ray, and around the perimeter it goes. Now Woodburn has a couple of times been able to lull West Albany to sleep and get a clean look outside. As Veliz inside the foul line, jump stop, put it in. A little teardrop from Veliz. It's a 5-point game.
Really good move and able to plant his feet. Little spin move there. Nice job.
Woodburn has outscored West Albany 11-5 here in the third quarter to close to within 5. Nate gets it to Schlegel. Turnaround jumper, good. A much-needed bucket from West and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. Coach Zimmerman the one to call it. And we'll keep it here with 3:36 to go in the third quarter. West Albany leading now 39-32. For over 50 years, Mega Foods has been offering the best quality and taste. More than just a supermarket, also a good neighbor. Mega Foods in Lebanon and in Albany.
Well, Woodburn came out and switched up their defense a little bit and went with the zone. West Albany got some looks, but they weren't able to get any shots to fall. Woodburn goes down, hits 2 straight threes, and then things started picking up for him, and they started feeling that momentum. West Albany still with the 7-point lead, but Woodburn starting to see a little bit better action from the outside and starting to get some shots to drop. That's how they're going to have to do it. They're at such a size disadvantage. They know that they're not going to get a ton of points in the key. If they can start shooting from the outside, this game's going to get interesting in a hurry.
I'm sure part of the timeout after the made basket for West Albany was to talk about matching up defensively and not to give Ray Ruiz any more looks from outside. 3 threes already here in the third quarter. As Aaron Garcia back in for Woodburn, he'll bring it up the floor. 39-32 West, 3.5 to go in the third. It's Garcia, feeds Ray, back to Garcia, to Ray, to Garcia. Little stutter step from Garcia. Crossing over left, goes out to Ray. Ray on the drive, kicks it to the corner. Now Cheremnov will fire a 3, around and off, no good. Rebound Nate Sherwood. Nate's going to bring it up on his own. Good denial in backcourt from Ray. Is now in front court. It comes to Reed. Quickly into Schlegel. Down low for Bryant. Up over Cheremnoff. Missed the shot. Jalen tried to tip. Couldn't, but got a second try and put it in. Big night for Jalen Schlegel. And the West Albany Bulldogs go back up 9. Martin Ray to Garcia for Woodburn. As they work on the offensive end. Garcia to Ruiz. Back to Garcia to the top of the key. Now left for Ray. Ray bouncing it to Garcia. Left again for Ray on the wing. Driving along the baseline. All the way through. Out to Ruiz. Didn't take the three. Instead goes to Garcia. Now to Veliz on the wing. Back straight away Garcia and off to Ruiz, who cradles the ball and calls a play. Chad up top, hounding Ruiz. Ruiz got around and pulls up for a deep two and buries it. Where did this kid come from? Wow. 11 in the quarter for Ruiz, and the lead back down to 7 again. Reed gets it to Chad Sherwood. Back to Reed on the left wing. Now to Jalen Schlegel in the corner. Skip pass for Chad. Right wing three on the way. Bingo. Big hit from Chad.
Boy, that just looked comfortable, didn't it?
In rhythm. Chad Sherwood knocks home a triple. Is now diving for the loose ball in the corner is Nate Sherwood. Good hustle by Nate. As who are they going to give it to here? A little discussion. And it will be Woodburn ball. Nate Sherwood, a great hustle into the corner, diving off the floor to try and save it, but could not.
Coach Wolfer pleading. The referees didn't indicate which way that was going, and I think he was pleading his case.
Veliz pass to the top, tipped away by Chad. He's going to chase it down in front court. Fire for three from the corner. No good. Sawyer Reed claims the offensive rebound. As Reed will reset it to the right for Chad. Got around Veliz. Drives all the way in. Up and under. Missed it. No foul. And a rebound to Woodburn. Chad hit the floor. Did not get bailed out. As Ruiz in front court with Woodburn down 10. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Garcia spinning away from Reed. Bounces it right side for Veliz. In the corner, Nate Sherwood on him. Veliz struggling to find somebody. Bounces it up top for Ruiz. Now left for Martin Ray. Josh Bryant out on him. Ray goes around him with the dribble, and they're going to get a bump and a foul as he drove through the lane.
That almost looked like a double dribble there, the way he gathered himself as he got possession, but then put the ball on the floor again. Referees didn't think so, though.
Ben Engel.
First team foul. Is that happy, right?
Yeah,
first foul on the Bulldogs here. Minute 18 to go here in the first. The Bulldogs leading by 10.
Yeah, just 2 fouls on Woodburn so far in the third quarter. As the inbound comes to Garcia. And out to Ruiz. A 10-point West Albany lead. Minute 12 to play now in the third as Ruiz runs it up top. Around a screen from Veliz. Gives it to Garcia. Garcia pushing left. Ben Engel chasing him. Back out to Ruiz, who comes around to Veliz screen to the top of the key. Swings it left for Garcia. Faking the three. Driving through the lane. Now pulling it all the way back out. Martin Ray gets it out on the wing. Around Bryant. Along the baseline. But stepped out of bounds. I was going to say bumped out of bounds, but he just stepped out. Turnover gives it back to West as Chad Sherwood will check in. And Sawyer Reed will depart. Under a minute here in the third quarter. West Albany leading it by 10.
Bucket here would be huge for momentum going into the fourth.
Ben Engel has it on the right wing. Engel spinning with Garcia on him. Gets rid of it to Chad. 1 foot inside the arc as now Chad will back it out. Chad looking for a high screen from Bryant. Gets it, pushes around it to the left. Goes to the corner for Ben Engel. Fires a three and hits it. Ben Engel a three from the corner, and now a whistle as they'll fix the net. Ben's shot so good that it altered the net, put the net right through the rim.
Oh, a huge bucket by Ben Engel there. He looked comfortable on that shot, too. No one within about 6 feet from him. Nice soft shot from three land.
First varsity points of the year for Ben Engel. A big three, putting West up 13 here with 24.4 to go in the third quarter.
Well, we've got a little bit of a lull. I've skipped the last couple of games, haven't intended to, but want to say hi to Tom and Lois Holman. Listening, I'm sure, to the Bulldog broadcast tonight. When we get a chance, got to talk about Hall of Fame here coming up here in another week.
I was going to give you an opportunity. I figured I'd wait for a full timeout. As Martin Ray to the top, stolen by Chad Sherwood with 7 seconds in the quarter. Chad wanting to push, drops underneath for Cody LaHoda. LaHoda can't finish. Bryant tries to tip. That won't go. A rebound by Cheremnoff, and the third quarter will come to an end. West Albany does push their lead to 13 after it had gotten down to 5 in the third quarter through 3. It's West Albany 47, Woodburn 34. We'll take a break and return to KSHO.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The mission of Now Builders is treat every job like it's their only job, no matter how big or small, and they don't stop until their customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Check out their portfolio of fine work at nowbuilders.com. Call Now Builders at 541-926-2858.
Figaro's in Albany now has the Ultimate Super Combo and the Ultimate Super Meat, only $16.99 or $17.99 baked. Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. And ask about their gluten-free crust, 541-924-9303.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Unforgettable 920.
Start of the fourth quarter from Woodburn High School, 47-34, West Albany with the lead, and some good news from the girls' game down in Albany. West Albany's girls win again, 62-30, the final score tonight. Our thanks to David Kale for passing along the scores to us.
And Justin Crow as well. Just heard from him as well, confirming that score.
Part of the Wally Ordeman text network that has become so crucial over the last few years.
It has. Gotten a lot of great information over the years through that text network.
You bet. Woodburn with possession here to start the fourth, down 13 as Akiha hits the cutting Cheremnoff, who is blocked and a foul.
Wow, not so sure that was. Great play defensively, although West a little late getting over there to help. But Cody Lahota with the foul. Woodburn goes to the line for two.
Well, the bench down to our left expressed what I thought, and that was that Cheremnoff skipped his way into his drive. I thought maybe he took 2 steps. But he hits the first free throw. Dmitry Cheremnoff, 6'2" senior. And matching Zach Husko, who is not in uniform. Husko's out as the tallest Woodburn player, so their tallest active player at just 6'2". As Ray Ruiz back in, Martin Ray will check out. 12-point lead for West Albany, but Woodburn has shot the 3 very well in the second half. As Cheremnoff hits both free throws to get it back down to 11. That was the halftime margin.
A little full court pressure coming from Woodburn now.
Keaton Bader out there. He's got it in his hands, gives it to Ben Engel. Bader, Engel, Bryant, Chad Sherwood, and Lahota here at the outside of the fourth. As Engel comes right for Sherwood. Sherwood back to the left for Engel. And Engel around a high screen from Bader. Underhands it to Chad. Chad pulls foul line extended left. Now circles it back. Puts up a little teardrop and rattles it in. Chad Sherwood dropping one in the lane, 49-36, West Albany. Still in the opening minute of the fourth quarter. Woodburn looking for their first league win. West Albany trying to get back even at 2-2 in the Mid-Willamette if they can hang on. Garcia drives it left, hands it off to Ruiz. Ruiz around a double screen. Met by Bader on the switch. Comes right for Akiha. Got around Lahota, right into the body of Bryant. Underneath for Cheremnoff. Fadeaway no good. Rebound contested, and we'll get a quick jump ball arrow to West Albany. So West will take it. Very quick tie-up underneath.
And expect full court pressure here the rest of the way. 6:50 to go here in this game.
Well, Bader heaving it deep down the floor. Cody Lahota chases it down and lays it in. Well, Cody Lahota, who's used to throwing the home run pass in the fall, was able to chase that one down and lay it in. Zakiha comes out to Ruiz, Ray Ruiz. Ben Engel on him. Good D. Engel tips the pass. Veliz got it into his hands. Straight away guarded by Bryant. Veliz off to Cheremnoff. 6:25 to go in the game. Bulldogs leading by 15. Zakiha around Lahota. Teardrop in the lane. Way off. No good. Rebound saved by Chad Sherwood to Lahota. And into the hands of Bryant. West with the ball and a chance to push to their biggest lead here with 6:10 to go in the game.
That's a good defensive possession right there, too, and had 3 Bulldogs underneath the board there to grab that rebound.
Lahota feeds Engel between the circles. Engel hands it off to Lahota. Lahota, a tough catch. Bounces it left for Chad Sherwood. Veliz all over him. Sherwood attacks to the baseline. Slipped on the fadeaway. Missed it way short. Long outlet pass, a race for it. Ruiz will chase it down behind the back. Pulls up for the baseline jumper and hits it. As they're going to get a whistle, and I think they're just going to clean up this wet spot that Chad Sherwood slipped on a moment ago. Official timeout. Is Ruiz good again? He's got 13 points in the second half.
And am I reading this? I have to, a little disclaimer here. I did forget my glasses tonight. Am I reading this correctly? He's a sophomore.
He is. Yeah, he's a 5'9" sophomore.
So we get to watch him for at least 5 more games over the course of his career here at Woodburn. Tell you, he can light it up, and you can tell the confidence has just filled this young man, and he is, anytime he gets a hold of it, he thinks that shot can go up.
Woodburn has 17 points in this half. Ruiz has 13 of them. As another home run pass for Lahota is tipped and stolen. Martin Ray racing ahead, pulls for 3. Around and off, no good. Rebound inside by Bader. And there are 6 players out there on the floor for Woodburn, and this should be a technical. Everybody on the West Albany bench was screaming it. There are 6 players in white, and this is going to be a technical foul. Not something you see every day.
Yep, but I think that's exactly what they're going to call it. It's the right call, and it's too bad. Woodburn got confused with their rotation, had 6 players on the floor. Everybody recognized it at the same time.
It's funny sometimes how you learn to tune out the chaos that's going on around you. I was just trying to follow the flight of the ball, and I heard people screaming off to the left, and I was wondering, what are they screaming about? Did the clock not start? And I finally heard somebody say 6 players as Chad Sherwood misses the first technical free throw. 1 more to come.
Going back to that last play for West Albany as they tried the home run pass again and had quite a bit of coverage down there. You've got to be sure on that pass. That's just a long turnover is what happens there. West Albany gains possession here though on the technical.
Chad missed most free throws. So West will have possession, but they cannot cash in on the technical. It's Chad. A little chuckle, maybe frustrated with himself. Sometimes those technical free throws are tough. Nobody around you on the lane.
Referees putting their heads together here. The scorer is trying to get confirmation as to who gets credit for that technical, and they're gonna chat about it here.
The question was whether or not it is a team foul, and indeed it is. So 5:36 to go in the game. West Albany leading 51-38.
Get to watching and listening to all that action. I forget we're supposed to be talking out
right. Minor detail. Ben Engel goes to Bader in the corner. Tough spot for Bader. Doubled along the sideline. Able to dribble out of it to Engel. Whipped underneath for Bryant. Bryant clearing space. Goes with the reverse and puts it in. Nicely done by Bryant around Cheremnoff as Ray wants to attack. Goes left for Roca. Roca up top for Cheremnoff. Inside, stolen by Bader. Bader off to Engel. And Engel will back it out near midcourt. 5 minutes to go in the game. West Albany leading by 15. Chad Sherwood goes into the left corner for Bryant. Bryant comes out to Lahota. And Lahota on the floor looking to bounce it underneath and threw it away. They will say no deflection.
Got the penetration into the paint. I think he thought that West player was going to cut there. Didn't happen. Throws the ball out of bounds. Another turnover for West. West leading by 15. 4:52 here to go in this game. Woodburn's going to have to start getting really aggressive here defensively. I think that's exactly what we'll see next time West gets the ball.
53-48. West Albany with the lead. 4:45 to go. Ray hands it off outside to Roca. Roca around another double screen. Almost dragged the pivot foot.
Did he?
Got rid of it to Ray. Floater in the lane. Wild shot. No good. Chased down by Cheremnoff. Keeps it alive. Out to Akiha. Akiha spins his way inside the foul line. Puts up a double pump shot that misses. And a rebound spiked out of bounds. We're going to get a foul on West Albany.
Well, here's the deal.
I'm sorry. It's on Woodburn, Wally. On Woodburn, it'll be West ball.
Well, same point true for Woodburn. You don't mind when players get fouls on aggressive rebounds. And as long as you're mixing it up in there, if you get whistled, coach is going to be okay for that. Now, a silly over the back or something like that, that's one thing. But when you're just mixing it up and get the foul, coaches aren't going to be griping too much.
So West Albany will inbound. After the foul, it was on Akiha, the 4th foul for Woodburn in the second half. 4:20 to go in the game. West leading it by 15. After a little bit of a back and forth first quarter, West Albany has led throughout. Chad Sherwood gets bumped up top before the shot with Chad put in. Was hoping for a little NBA continuation, but they'll call the foul on Ray.
Martin Ray with a little hip check there on Chad. Chad shakes it off. Only the 15th foul on Woodburn. Have the ball out underneath the hoop.
Sawyer Reed, the one to inbound. Gets it into Bryant. Bryant clears space and lays it in.
Oh, what a nice pivot that was, too, to rotate back around to the hoop for the easy shot.
And all of a sudden found himself wide open, and West Albany leads by 17 as we get a whistle and a foul on the far side. Just the third team foul on West Albany. Is this going to go on Chad Sherwood? That'll be his third.
West has just slowly expanded their lead here. Playing smart defensively, and really have been the ball movement for West Albany here in this second half has just been excellent.
Julian Felice will inbound. Up top it comes to Martin Ray. Ray driving in a little teardrop that won't go. Rebound underneath, pulled down by Garza, and Garza is hammered and fouled by Jalen Schlegel. 2 free throws for Garza. What I was chuckling about, when you have this vantage point here at Woodburn, you hear things you don't normally hear. And the gentleman who runs the scoreboard here pointed out to Coach Zimmerman that was 3 fouls on Chad Sherwood, and Coach shouted back, well, yeah, not counting the 4 they haven't called on him. So Chad with 3 fouls. The last foul was called on Josh Bryant, not Jalen Schlegel. Bryant second as Garza hits the first free throw. 3:54 to go. West leading it by 16.
West Albany brings the brothers Sherwood down deep here to bring some defenders with them.
Garza's second free throw also good. Got both. 55-40. 3:54 left, and now an errant pass. Nate Sherwood chases it down near midcourt, and you can say stepped over the midcourt line. It will be a backcourt violation. It was a wild inbounds pass. Nate Sherwood came back to grab it, but could not keep his balance. And a West turnover.
Well, this is what'll make a head coach lose his hair right here. Turn it gray at least, and that's late turnovers here when you're trying to maintain a lead.
55-40. West Albany continuing to lead. 3:40 left. Trying to play strong to the finish. Ruiz passed on the 3, pulls up for 2, missed it. A rare miss from him, and on the rebound, a jump ball, possession arrow to Woodburn.
It's the second time that this young man, Garza, has gotten offensive rebounds by West Albany, letting the ball come down and hit the ground first, and Garza's smartly grabbed that rebound. West Albany that time at least are able to tie him up rather than the foul like it was last time on Schlegel.
Ruiz up at the top, driving all the way left to the key. Comes back out for Garcia. Garcia looking for help and gets it to Ruiz with 3:22 left. West Albany leading 55-40. Garcia to Ray. Ray crossing over Bryant, getting inside. Wild layup, no good. Rebound, Bryant. West Albany with it, coming down on 3 minutes to go in the game. Don't need to hustle. They go down inside for Nate. Has it poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with West with 3:02 left.
Nate drawn the double team there. Got sandwiched. Still had good position there, but nice job poking that ball away. West Albany with the ball underneath the hoop.
Sawyer Reed lobs it in for Bryant. Bryant gets it into Schlegel. Jalen spinning in, and he is hit hard and fouled. 2 free throws coming for Jalen. West Albany more in this game than on Wednesday has been able to get the ball inside. They've earned some free throws. They've gotten some easy layups, and now Jalen Schlegel a chance for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Woodburn with 2 sophomores on the floor right now really having an impact on this game. Ruiz certainly with his 13 or 14 points here in the second half, but Garza also has played really well. Undersized, but really I thought has played really smart and really well here in the second half.
Jalen Schlegel short on the free throw. And opposite us is Dad Kevin. Mimes what his free throw release should look like. Of course, Coach Schlegel, as he's been better known throughout the last couple of years, still coaching from the stands as Jalen misses the second as well. Rebound to Woodburn. Aaron Garcia coming all the way inside. Pass is tipped away by Jalen and stolen by Chad. As West will get it back on the turnover. Now Chad is bumped in backcourt and fouled. Team foul number 7 and a 1-and-1 coming the other way.
Chad will be going to the line for the 1-and-1. And Chad, that's a great thing now. Chad after that technical, missed both those free throws. You'd like to see somebody be able to get back to the line here to see if they can find get his stroke back.
So 1-1 coming. 2:44 left. West Albany leading it by 15.
And with several opportunities for West to really blow this game wide open and expand this lead, but some turnovers, some missed free throws, and really some missed opportunities.
Chad got the front end, so he'll get the bonus. It's West Albany in very good position here. They lead it by 16. For some reason, it feels closer than that at this point. It's Chad's second on its way, also good. So the lead back to 17, which matches the largest of the night for West. 2:40 to go. Martin Ray into front court for Woodburn. Bryant, good hedge out on him as Ray between the circles. Slow dribble to the right, now picks it up, comes to the high post for Valise, back to Ray, driving inside, and they're going to call a block on Chad. And the reason for Wally's oh mercy is that Martin Ray put a forearm into the chest of Chad Sherwood.
I have no idea how you can make that call. It was so immediate, and he was just watching the feet. He didn't see the arm extension of Ray. That has to be the case, the referee making that call so quickly that you know that he was watching the feet.
And the fourth foul on Chad Sherwood, who stays in. As the inbounds pass comes to Valise, now to Garcia. Garcia nearly traveled and got it out to Ruiz. 2:20 to go in the game. It's Ruiz double-teamed. Comes out to the top for Valise. Valise crossing Bryant, went behind the back, lost the handle, loose to the floor it goes, and picked up by Jalen. Jalen, see if he backs it out, and he does, smartly. Didn't push it, gets it back to Sawyer Reed. Reed bouncing just in front of us, gives to Nate. And Nate with 2 minutes left, and West Albany leading by 17. Sawyer Reed's going to offer a three. Oh, might have been a lob attempt for Nate, and Nate couldn't finish it.
Oh, man, that would have just been...
That was an alley-oop try from Sawyer Reed. But Nate could not complete it. Martin Ray cleans it the other way and puts it in. Timeout Woodburn. It is a full with 1:45 left. 57-42 West Albany with the lead. And Wally, I know you want some time to talk about the Hall of Fame banquet, so take it away.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about that alley-oop some more. West Albany Sports Hall of Fame coming up a week from tomorrow at the Albany Boys and Girls Club, and it's just such a great and special night. And this year, a class of inductees that I know our Bulldog listeners will recognize some of these names. You've got Rich Harper, you've got Julie O'Hearn, Ron Loney, and Paul Jackson, the 1943 baseball team, and the 1974 golf team, all will be represented there at the West Albany Sports Hall of Fame. It's a great night and always well attended. Tickets are available either through myself or probably the easiest way at this point is at the West Albany High School office. For $40 per person. It is a fundraiser as well for and put on by the West Albany Sports Foundation. It's just a great night. You've been able to participate and be at that. I believe each and every one of those. I don't think you've missed. And Jeff Kiter and Marcy also have attended as well. And it's such a special night where we get to honor some Bulldog greats and get that West Albany community together. So I appreciate the time being able to mention that. We have some Hall of Famers. We talked to Tom and Lois Holman. He was in the first class of inductees. Tom Holman was into the Hall of Fame, and I know they'll be there next Saturday. So hope everybody can come out and support West Albany.
Really is a great evening. I'll be there, and my fiance Jessie will be there. Jeff will be there. His wife Marcy will be there. You'll be there. Renee will be there. So if you want to meet any of us, I don't know why you would, but come on out. As a 5-second call on the inbound with West Albany trying to inbound it out of the timeout.
West really wanted to go deep. Brady Young was set to throw that pass, but it was well covered down court to Lahota. He pulled that back and really had nobody else to get it to.
The Bulldogs putting 5 fresh faces out there. Berkey, Engel, Lahota, Edwards, and Young. As a shot missed inside by Valise, and Edwards pulling the rebound for West. Now he tips it to Valise. Valise got the steal. Garcia picks it, goes back to Valise underneath, and he's fouled by Edwards. So the ball bouncing Woodburn's way here, though maybe too little too late for the home team. They trail by 15 with 1:33 left.
Well, Isaiah Edwards just kind of got caught there. He had the ball up high. He got the great rebound and then brought the ball down a little bit. Ball got stripped, and then he fouled on the putback attempt by Woodburn.
And Valise puts in the free throw. One more to come for Julian Valise, a 6-foot senior wing. And another guy who has played I believe since his freshman year for Woodburn. Seen a lot of him. As Veliz hits both, the lead is down to 13 as Francisco Gudino will check in for the first time for Woodburn, 5'3" senior. With 1:33 left, Brady Young again looking for the home run ball, needing to get it in, fires it towards midcourt for Lahota, who makes a catch, had it stripped, loose it goes to the floor, and Lahota will pick it up to Edwards all the way in, and Edwards is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, we'll see if they're going to say he was putting up a shot there. Certainly that looks like they're going to say 1-1.
Oh, on the floor. Boy, I've been wrong 3 times with that tonight.
Well, there's no rhyme or reason to that. There's no doubt in my mind he was going up for the shot. Isaiah Edwards was. They're going to give him the 1-1. Let's just make this a moot point and make the first one, huh?
Yeah. I'm glad you at least agree with me, because that would be 3 errors in the same night, which would start to concern me.
No.
Edwards' free throw is good, and the point does become moot.
Isaiah with a very nice shooting stroke. And I tell you, he's got some game. It's going to be fun to watch him over the next couple of years.
One more for Isaiah on its way, around and off, no good. Rebound Cheromnoff, 58-44. West Albany the lead. 1:20 to go here tonight as Woodburn works it underneath, and Garcia with a reverse layup and a quick timeout taken by Woodburn, a 30-second timeout with 1:17 left. We'll keep it here, 58-46, West Albany. Yep, this is one of those games you just want to end. It can't get over with quickly enough. The lead still feels comfortable at 12, but a lot of time left, and Woodburn staying scrappy here to the finish.
Well, this group on the floor right now, it's a smart group, and you know they're gonna take care of the ball now. That's what Coach Zimmerman's telling. Even though Woodburn took the timeout, it's probably a better timeout for West Albany, as he could talk to him about securing the ball, he could talk to him about press break, and the best way to get the ball inbounds, and then certainly talk to them about being calm at the free throw line, because West Albany is going to be shooting some free throws here the rest of the way.
Our thanks, while I've got a moment, to a continued sponsor of West Albany Athletics, Lynn Benton Community College. Their main campus just down the street from West Albany High School. You can find them on the web at lynnbenton.edu. Browse our schedule of classes there. And our continued thanks to Lynn Benton Community College for their sponsorship of West Albany Sports. It's West out of the timeout, gets it inbounds with Ben Engel. Long ahead for Berkey. Berkey into the cutting Lahota, knocked away, but a foul. Will send Cody Lahota to the free throw line for a 1-1.
Yeah, crowd doesn't like it, and I thought they weren't going to make that call. He just got hammered down there. West did a great job on their press break right there. Got the ball in quickly, and then right back to Brady Young, who had been the inbounder. Then he's big enough, he is able to find the next pass, and then Bulldogs were off and running. Great job with the press break. If you can make 2 passes in a press break, you've pretty much got it broken.
So Cody Lahota at the line. This is a 1-1. Team foul number 8 on Woodburn. As Lahota's free throw is good. Line drive. But
Clyde
good.
Drexler-esque.
Yes. We saw him hit a 3 that way in the JV game.
We did.
It's a low line drive from the corner. As Lahota's second on its way, and good. That one had better arc to it. 60-46 West Albany. Coming down on 1 minute to play here tonight from Woodburn, as it appears as though West will get their much-needed second win in Mid-Willamette Conference play. Julian Veliz with the tough catch as we go under a minute. Spins to the baseline, goes all the way in, blocked, and a foul. As Brady Young got the block, let's see who they call for the foul. It's going to be 2 free throws coming for Veliz. And the foul is on Brady. Young had 2 blocks in the first half. Was looking for another there.
Really wanted that one too. I think that just the manner in which he swung his arms probably drew that call. I'm not so sure there was a lot of contact there, but most referees in the land will make that call in that situation.
And Veliz missing on the first free throw. He has struggled tonight from the line. Preparing for a second. It's on its way, and good this time. As a sub in for Woodburn, enabling them to set up full court pressure. Francisco Gudino back in. Ray Ruiz checks out. Little offense for defense deal. As Woodburn sets the pressure. Brady Young looking to inbound, and we'll call a timeout. With 56.3 left, West Albany leading it 60-47. We'll step away for a break and come back with the finish here at 9:20 KSHO.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
We're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda superstore.
Building a home, remodeling, spring a leak? Think Brass Plumbing. Prompt quality service at affordable rates. Whatever your plumbing needs, including disasters, count on Brass Plumbing. Call 926-2727 for Brass Plumbing.
920 KSHO.
Back here in Woodburn, 60-47. West Albany with the lead, 56.3 to play tonight. Ryan Pitts, Wally Ordeman, and Jeff Kiter with our thanks for joining us on this Friday. Nearing the 9 o'clock hour is West Albany looking for a clean sweep tonight. And we're going to get a 5 count on the inbound in backcourt.
That's a really fast 5 count right there.
The Woodburn pressure has given West some trouble here in the late going. Second time we've seen the 5 count.
Bulldogs trying a little bit different version of the press break there as they make the out-of-bounds to out-of-bounds pass and then try and get it in, but just took too long.
Aaron Garcia on the floor as Woodburn inbounds quickly to Garcia, who will fire up a 3 that's short. Rebound to Valise, and a teardrop in the lane is good. Timeout Woodburn with 50.5 to go. It's going to be a full, so we'll take another. 60-49. West Albany with the lead, and we'll hope this is our final timeout here at KSHO.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Building a home, remodeling, spring a leak? Think Brass Plumbing. Prompt quality service at affordable rates. Whatever your plumbing needs, including disasters, count on Brass Plumbing. Call 926-2727 for Brass Plumbing.
Join the fun at the Albany Athletic Club. Group fitness classes from low-impact dance to traditional circuit training, plus racquetball and more. Watch your waistline shrink and your health improve every day. Start now at the Albany Athletic Club on Hickory next to Tom's Garden Center.
Unforgettable 920.
Well, back hopefully for the finish here. Woodburn not going away, though they still trail by 11. It's West Albany 60 and Woodburn 49 with 50.5 seconds to go here. Isaiah Edwards will inbound for West. Get it in quickly to Ben Engel, and Engel is fouled immediately in the backcourt. Coming the other way for a 1-and-1. Final 1-and-1 of the night. Team foul number 9 on Woodburn.
Well, Ben did the smart thing there. You know, you talk about wanting to beat the press with the pass, but that time able to rotate out of that first pass, and start up the sideline, draws the foul, and gets to go to the line for here for the 1-and-1, and for his 4th and 5th points of the night. I think what a huge 3 that was when he hit the 3 earlier in the third quarter.
And free throw good for Ben. Looked very calm and relaxed as he put in the first. Ben, of course, the son of West Albany Athletic Director Rich, who looks on opposite us. As Ben ready for his second. On its way and good. Got both. 5 on the night for Engel. And West Albany's lead is 13 with 45 seconds to go. Ruiz lost the handle. Edwards gets it. Scoops it off to Berkey. Berkey into front court. Looking for a foul, and Woodburn will get the foul right along the side. Jesse hit the deck. Will come back up to shoot 2 free throws. 10th foul for Woodburn. Double bonus time.
Yep, Woodburn doing what they need to do. Jesse got the ball pinned on the sideline here. Kind of wrestling there for a minute, but Woodburn having to get the foul. 38.8 to go here in this game, already fairly much decided, but Woodburn playing it to the end and fouled Berkey for the 2 shots.
And the free throw from Jesse is good. As we get a couple subs in here for Woodburn, Orlando Hernandez and Daniel Vasquez on the floor. as Ray and Ruiz, the two best offensive players for Woodburn tonight, check out. And that may be a wave of the white flag from John Wolfer. As Berkey ready for his second free throw. On its way, and good. Couple of free throws from Berkey, 64-49 West. So we'll play the final 35 seconds here with Godino losing his balance and then picking up the dribble as he got to front court. Outside the arc to Veliz. Veliz a jab step, a step back three, back rim and off. Rebound comes out long to Berkey, and Jesse Berkey can probably just dribble this one out in front court. See if they foul. There's a double there, but no foul. John Wolfer saying back it off as Lahota feeds Edwards with 12 seconds. Edwards back to Lahota to angle near midcourt. And West Albany is going to get the win here tonight. Much needed as they'll pull even in Mid-Willamette Conference play. A steal by Woodburn as Vasquez will feed Hernandez. A three at the horn goes begging, and that will be the final score tonight. West Albany 64, Woodburn 49 as West pulls even in Mid-Willamette Conference play at 2-2. Woodburn drops to 0-4 in league play. Dallas will be the next opponent for West Albany coming your way next Wednesday night. We'll take a timeout, come back and wrap this one up here tonight. West Albany wins 64-49 on KSHO.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Albany Burgerville is now featuring the Ham Havarti Sandwich, all natural Diamond Ranch ham layered with melted Havarti cheese on a toasted hoagie roll and the chocolate hazelnut milkshake. Pick up an Albany Burgerville rewards card now. Cash for every dollar spent. Albany Burgerville, fresh, local, sustainable. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market across from the Heritage Mall has Senior Day, the first Tuesday of every month. $2 off every purchase of $15 or more. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. 100% satisfaction guaranteed across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Lynn, you're in.
Unforgettable 920.
Back here at Woodburn High School, West Albany wins tonight 64-49. Some research will be in order for me because Wally says that perhaps the game is next Tuesday. I'm peeking over here at Woodburn's schedule. They play on Tuesday. I have written down on my calendar at work Wednesday, so I better double check. But how about this? Check OregonPrepSports.net. They'll have it for you. We'll either be there Tuesday or Wednesday as West Albany will host Dallas. The Bulldogs get a much-needed win here tonight, 64-49. And how's this for consistency? In the first quarter, 16 points. In the second, 16. In the third, 15. But then in the fourth, 17. To get that average back up, 16 per quarter, 64 for the game, and a 15-point win.
Yeah, it's a good win for West Albany. Anytime you get a win on the road, it's a good win. And Woodburn tested West Albany here for a while, and West had to really bring their A game. A lot of players saw some action tonight. I was impressed by West Albany's defense, and I was impressed actually by West Albany's rebounding. Even though they had the big size advantage, I thought West Albany crashed the boards really pretty well. Defensively, I thought they did a good job of keeping Martin Ray in check. I believe he only had 8 points. I think that's what I overheard. And certainly Martin Ray, he's a weapon for Woodburn. You hold him under 10 in single digits, you've done a good job on him. West Albany, I thought with several players seeing extended playing time, I thought Ben Engel played great.
Yeah,
not just with hitting a three and then a couple of free throws, but I thought he managed the game very, very well. We talked about him as a quarterback, how smart he is. It's the same on the basketball floor. He's an intelligent young man. He understands the game, and I thought Ben played really well in his first start of the year. Sawyer Reed did the same thing at the had a couple of early rebounds. He does a lot of the little things. I don't even know if Sawyer scored tonight, but Sawyer certainly managed the game when he was running the show. I thought managed the game really, really well. You can't say enough about him. The rest of the crew, all the usual suspects. Chad Sherwood, I thought, played really well, under control tonight. Didn't really seem to get himself. A couple times, you're going to have a couple of flyers from Chad, but I thought he really kept himself in check tonight and had a very productive night. Same with his brother Nate. Nate was just great. And what do you say about Nate? Nate was grabbing rebounds. He was outletting. He was hitting soft jumpers, mid-range jumpers. He really, I thought played well, and so did Jalen. Those two together played a solid high-low game tonight.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see when we get to the stats from Jeff Kiter here in a moment whether Jalen Schlegel got to his double-double. He was very close at halftime. Thumbs up from Jeff says, yes, he did get to the double-double. Sometimes you wonder how players will react when they've been used to starting. And a guy like Jalen Schlegel has started all season long, but he comes off the bench tonight and performs very well. And that's nice to see because, it can go one of two ways. The senior can look at that and say, boy, I'm insulted. I'm just going to sulk my way through it. For Jalen Schlegel and Chad Sherwood and Josh Bryant all off the bench tonight, they seem to respond well.
They really did, and we didn't see any head hanging, which is what you're describing there. And I thought that everybody handled the situation with a lot of class. Everybody, it's really a status thing to start. There's no question. It's been that way since time began, since basketball was invented. Everybody's wanted to start the games that they're playing in, But I thought everybody played their roles very, very well tonight, and Bulldogs come out with a big win, big 15-point win on the road, and bring their conference record to 2-2.
And I just peeked over your shoulder there at a text from Renee that says she has Tuesday the 22nd. So there's your update. We'll join you Tuesday the 22nd from West Albany High School against Dallas. I don't know where I got the 23rd from, but Tuesday will be our broadcast as they shift to the Tuesday-Friday games starting next week. Final score tonight, 64-49, West Albany with the win. We'll take one final break, come back, have Jeff Kiter with stats at 9:20 KSHO.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors. 4 generations in the auto business and here to stay. Mark Thomas Motors is big on supporting local events. 3 locations in Albany: Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Hyundai, GMC, Buick, Pontiac. Now is the time to buy a car at Mark Thomas Motors in Albany.
Just like the Bulldogs, Courtesy Corner Shell gives you everything they have every time you drive in. Fast and friendly service, windows always clean. Non-ethanol fuels for small engines, boats, and vintage cars available. You can't beat Courtesy Corner Shell near Queen on Pacific Boulevard. They'll be happy to see you.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
America's best music and the news you need. This is 920 KSHO, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
And one final time, we welcome you back to Woodburn High School, where West Albany has beaten Woodburn tonight, 64-49. Very pleased to welcome in Jeff Kiter once again with our final game stats. Jeff, West was able to keep it going in the second half and ease their way to a win tonight.
Yes, much needed. Just an overall different attitude, I would say, on the court. A great job by the Bulldogs, West Albany Bulldogs tonight.
Yes.
They were led in scoring, very balanced as a team. Jalen Schlegel finished with 12 points. Again, he also had 12 rebounds, so he got the double-double tonight. Also pitched in 2 assists. Also in double figures, Nate Sherwood had 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jesse Berkey, also in double figures was Chad Sherwood. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Brandon Dixon had 2 points. Jesse Berkey had 7. Ben Engel 5 points and 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Isaiah Edwards had 1 point. Brady Young had 4 points. Cody LaHoda had 6. And Josh Bryant had 5 points and 6 rebounds. West Albany ended up shooting 56% from 2s, and they were 3 of 11 from 3s. They were 17 of 25 from the free throw line. That's 68%. An impressive number, which to be expected against Woodburn, was they had 38 rebounds.
Wow.
Didn't get rebounds totals for Woodburn, but impressive night on the boards tonight for the Bulldogs, and a good win for the West Albany Bulldogs. Woodburn was led in scoring by Ray Ruiz. He scored 16 points. He was 4 of 6 from 3-point land. Martin Ray, I think we talked before. He seems like he's been around forever.
Yeah.
He was 2 of 12 from the field. Ended up scoring 8 points, and he was also 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And then Julian Valise had 7. Leo Garcia 7, and Dmitry Shermanov had 6 for Woodburn. Woodburn ended up shooting 26% from twos, and they were 6 of 17 from threes, which is 35%. So great overall defensive effort by the West Albany Bulldogs, and congratulations, and we'll get ready for the game next week.
Yep, we'll see you on Tuesday, Jeff. That's Jeff Kiter. Thank you. Jeff, with our final game stats tonight as West Albany wins at 64-49. Wally will retake the headset, and we'll do this quickly because we got a long trek back home. Good win tonight for West Albany. Say again, much needed win, trying to right the ship. Now they get Dallas on Wednesday or Tuesday, and start thinking maybe about a little bit of a streak.
Yeah, and I like that we get Dallas for the first meeting with them. I like that we get them at West Albany to start. Excuse me, Justin Crow sent me a text, said that it's foggy and cold in Albany.
Oh, good.
So, which means it's exactly the same as it was all day today.
Right, yeah.
Yes, but, West Albany gets the great win. Also want to mention the freshmen for West Albany got the victory, as well as the JV. The varsity girls got the victory, so a great night to be a Bulldog.
Good night all around. West Albany wins tonight 64-49. We will see you on Tuesday. For those of you that have the long weekend, enjoy it. We will come back again Tuesday night from West Albany High School. Dallas will be the opponent. You say good thing that we get them at West to start. Dallas has won the last 2 matchups at West Albany High School.
I like our chances.
Yeah, we'll hope West can turn that around as well. Thanks for listening tonight, everybody. West Albany gets the win. My thanks to Jeff Kiter on stats. Wally, as always, a pleasure. Good to have you back.
A lot of fun. Thanks for having me back, and I'll look forward to next Tuesday.
Wasn't easy. I thought about just keeping Jeff. We had a good time on Wednesday, and I know John enjoyed himself too. We'll see you on Tuesday night. Have a great weekend, everybody. Once again, your final score tonight, West Albany 64, Woodburn 49. For Jeff Kiter, for Wally Ordeman, I'm Ryan Pitts. Thank you for listening tonight. So long from Woodburn High School.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast of West Albany High School basketball on the unforgettable 920 KSHO. Bulldogs basketball has been brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, City and Suburban Electric, Albany Grocery Outlet, Mark Thomas Motors, Courtesy Corner Shell, H&R Block, Willamette Community Bank, Lassen RV, Leschwab Tires of Albany, Lynn Lanes, Brass Plumbing, Crabtree Automotive, Power Honda, Figaro's, Albany Athletic Club, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Now Builders, Wilson Motors, and by Lynn Benton Tractor. Listen throughout the season for more exciting Bulldogs basketball here on 920 KSHO. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, Unforgettable 920 KSHO, and Ryan Wally Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
You found us, so now tell your friends. America's best music is on the show. AM 920 KSHO.
Start the